Hello, Just Too Good here, back for another video, and as I'm filming this, it's September 27th, 2015. Today's the day that LEGO Dimensions released in stores, and I got every single one of the Wave 1 sets, which means I have every single one of the Wave 1 characters. So I thought might as well do a collection video, since I don't know how long it'll take me to review each and every single one of these minifigures. So without further ado, let's get straight into this and take a look at each minifigure individually. So the first minifigure we'll take a look at is Chell from Portal. Now she comes in the LEGO Dimensions Portal level pack, and this is the only LEGO Portal set out there, so it's going to be really sought after. And all level packs are $30, so it's a $30 set. Now you can see her base right there, but the really interesting part is the minifigure because we've never gotten any LEGO Portal stuff before, so it looks awesome. Love the dual molded legs and love the torso print and the face print, which is even exclusive, and it looks really cool. Her ponytail is a dark brown, which I wish it would have been black because in Portal 1 and 2, her hair is a really dark brown that looks more black to me. And plus, this dark brown ponytail is fairly common, while black is really kind of hard to get with this ponytail piece. Now, for the rest of the minifigure, she has a portal gun, which is a really soft rubber, and I wish it would have been kind of like a hard plastic because it's a super pain in the butt to kind of put it on the arms like that. And then the white right here is darker than the white on her torso. Also, you can see the end right here has stuff so you could fit this little bulb in. Overall, a nice minifigure. So the next minifigure we'll take a look at is Homer from the Simpsons level pack for LEGO Dimensions. This version of Homer is the same from the Quickie Mart and from the Simpsons Series 1 in terms of the minifigure himself. So very easy to get minifigure, and they didn't do anything new. I kind of really wish they would have done maybe like a newly molded head with his teeth showing or something like that. Either way, I guess it is the most iconic version. It's cheap to make him because they already released this version before. Then what you get is a bottle of Buzz Cola as an accessory, which is the same from the Quickie Mart, which means it has that nice 1x1 round tile on the top for the cap. And that's cool because that's kind of an uncommon piece or build. And then you got this nice little printed plate right there, which looks really neat and looks like Homer. I just wish they would have maybe put the little side hairs on these little side parts right here printed. Now, what's cool is if you do get the Simpsons level pack, you get this nice printed 2x2 tile, the Itchy and Scratchy Show kind of title card. So that's actually used in the build. So that's quite interesting, but it's an exclusive print and everything like that. And also, next up is Marty McFly from the Back to the Future level pack. Now, this version of Marty is the same from the Back to the Future Time Machine set, which is now discontinued, so it is actually a really nice looking minifigure to get, because I liked it when it was released back then. And we got this nice new guitar piece in terms that it doesn't have any printing. And we've gotten this guitar piece before, and we got it in red, but we've gotten it with printing, so it's nice to have it with no printing. And then his little base right there is pretty neat as well. What's really cool about getting the level pack of that is that you get this nice new hoverboard piece, which is a totally new mold altogether. You can make Marty hold it, or you can even make him ride it. But it's not considered his weapon or anything like that. It's just part of the build in the set. So for Wave 1, only one other fun pack has an exclusive character that we've never seen in LEGO before. And that is the Wicked Witch fun pack for the Wizard of Oz. Now, all fun packs are $15. That's basically half the price of the level packs. But it only comes with one character and one build. And the Wicked Witch has some great kind of printing on her torso and legs. I really love how that came out. And you can see it carries onto the back. Then her face print is pretty cool. I mean, she's missing that big chin or whatever, but it's alright because they can't make that into Lego form. She has a black hat right there, which is not exclusive or anything like that, but the rest of the minifigure is kind of exclusive. She has a black cape as well. Also a broom as an accessory, which is very helpful in the game. It helps her fly around, which is super useful and overpowered. And then her base right here, that's kind of how it looks with its exclusive printing. So that is it for the Wicked Witch. And moving on to Ninjago, we have the J fun pack, which J is the same version as the first half of 2015's kind of, I think it's called the Tournament of Elements outfit. And pretty cool on the printing and everything like that. Then he has these little nunchucks right here as his weapon. And you can see his face print is pretty neutral and everything like that. Now if you take off the minifigure from the base, you can see his base right there is pretty neat. So that's it for the J minifigure. And then for the rest of Wave 1 for Ninjago, they have a Zane fun pack, which you can see his torso and everything is actually matching the one from the first half of 2015, like J. Very awesome. on his face print as well, and his back face print right there. And then he has one of those kind of shoulder pad pieces which cover up the back of his torso, which you could see right there. His accessory are two of these little shriekins, I believe that's how you pronounce it, and his base right here, that's how it looks. So pretty cool minifigure overall, and throughout all these waves, they do have each of the ninjas from Lego Ninjago, and they also have Nia. I don't know why I was going to say Naya. That's ugh. And Nia has her Samurai X outfit from 2015, which appears in some sets. And you can see her face print right there, and her back face print. So again, not an exclusive minifigure, but still really cool. And then she has that shoulder piece that holds these two little katanas. And you can see her back torso print right there. And then her base right here, which looks really neat. So moving on to DC superheroes, our next character is Batman. He only comes in the starter pack, which is really the starter for the whole game if you want to get the game and everything like that. So you're probably going to end up with Batman. But this version of Batman is actually a mix of different versions throughout the years. We got the torso that's actually from 2015 sets, but you got the cowl that's been used since 2012. So it's kind of odd that they did that. Nothing exclusive with the minifigure himself, and his accessory is a little batarang. But what's interesting is his base, of course, which, like I said, the bases for all these minifigures are exclusive, and you can see it has a pretty nice design to it. But that's it for Batman. And then next up is Wonder Woman, which this is kind of cool because this is a version that only comes in one set, which is a 2012 Power Armor Lex set, or unless you count that promotional Lego Movie set. So she's actually really uncommon because Power Armor Lex has discontinued. So it's nice to get her again in the same exact version because a new updated version comes in the Gorilla Grodd set. But other than that, really nothing exclusive besides the base. And her accessory is the Lasso of Truth, and then she comes in her own fun pack for $15. Then after that is Cyborg, which this minifigure is one that only comes in one other set, which is really cool because that set is a Dark Side Invasion, which is pretty darn expensive set. And Cyborg himself looks great, and he's a very awesome minifigure, so I'm glad that they included him in his own $15 fun pack. And it's nice to get variety other than Batman and Wonder Woman for DC superheroes for Wave 1. His face print is also very cool. It's the same one from the Dark Side set, but I still love that face print, as is his little head accessory right here, or hat, hair combo accessory, molding, whatever you want to call it. That's his back torso printing, and then his little base right here is pretty darn cool as well. And next up, we got Shaggy, who also comes with Scooby in the Scooby-Doo Team Pack, which is a $25 set in the United States. Now, Shaggy is the same version that comes in a few of the Scooby-Doo sets, so nothing exclusive with this minifigure. And his accessory is a flashlight, which you could use kind of as an accessory or weapon in the game. And then his base is pretty darn cool. I like that printing especially. And then for Scooby-Doo, this version is exclusive because he has his tongue kind of sticking out. That's exclusive print, which makes him a little bit more sought after. And he has a sitting down pose, which of course, two different pieces right here. You just kind of attach if you don't know how the Scooby-Doo minifigures work. And then for his base right here, you have just kind of nice printing on it. So that's it for Scooby-Doo. And then next up is Gandalf, another one of the characters from the starter pack. And this version is the one that comes in so many Hobbit and Lord of the Rings sets. And nothing too interesting here. His accessory is his staff, and then he has that nice little base right there. And then after Gandalf, we have Smeagol or Gollum, and he comes in his own fun pack. And this version is exclusive to that fun pack for his face print. And he comes with a little fish as an accessory, which is really funny and relevant to the films. And then his little base right there is quite cool, and it's printing with a dead fish right there. So pretty neat minifigure overall, and I like how they included him in his own kind of exclusive version, and he is pretty uncommon since the Lord of the Rings sets and Hobbit sets are now discontinued. Next up, we got Legolas. Pretty cool minifigure, pretty uncommon because, like I said, Lord of the Rings and Hobbit is now discontinued. His base right there, very nice torso print as well, which differs from some of the other Legolas torso prints. And his accessory is a bow and arrow. So that's really neat. And then we got Gimli, who comes in his own fun pack, like the other two Lord of the Rings minifigures that we just took a look at. And Gimli is another uncommon minifigure from the Lord of the Rings line, and since the Lord of the Rings line is now kind of discontinued, it makes him all the more, I guess, sought after if you missed out on that line and you love Lord of the Rings or whatever. His face print is actually one that might be different from some of the other ones. It looks uncommon to me, but I'll have to check up on that later. And you can see his torso print is the same that we've gotten before, and his beard piece is really nice, but it is the same as before. Then his accessory is a little axe, and his base right here looks pretty cool. I love the Lord of the Rings bases because they look really darn detailed. So moving on to the Lego Movie, next character we have is Wildstyle, and she is one of the characters in the starter pack, and she has this exclusive print for the little 1x2 tile right there, which says Detecting Relic, actually used in the Lego Movie. But the rest of her has been seen before, even though her face print is a little bit more uncommon and only came in one other set. Also, she has some nice printing on her base, which you can see right there. After Wildstyle is Emmet, who comes in his own fun pack. This version is the same one that's found in Emmet's construction mech, with that nice kind of uncommon face print. He has a little jackhammer as an accessory, and then that's his base. After Emmet, we have Bad Cop or Good Cop right here. This version comes in one other set because of his face print, and the Bad Cop minifigure is actually a little bit uncommon when it comes to Lego Movie minifigures. And he has that nice base right there. His accessory is a stud shooting little gun right there, which of course if you push down on that, I'll shoot the stud out. And he comes in his own fun pack as well. Then we got Benny. And this version of Benny comes in about 2 other sets, and he's pretty uncommon because of that face print. I mean, the cheapest way to get it besides this fun pack that he comes in is in the Spaceship set, which is a $100 set. So quite interesting that they put that version in this little small fun pack because it makes it a little bit more sought after. Very cool kind of base right there, and his accessory is one of the old style blasters or whatever you want to call it. So love this minifigure. And love that he's in a cheap fun pack. Then you got Owen from Jurassic World, and he comes in his own team pack with the ACU Trooper, which is a $25 combination in the United States. And it's good to get Owen in a cheaper set because he only came in one set, which was a Jurassic World $50 set. So it's nice to get him in a $25 one. And he's the same version from that set. He has a little knife as an accessory, and then that's his little base right there. And then we have the ACU Trooper, which is a really lame inclusion because he's just a generic no-name character. They could have put Barry or maybe Claire, but they chose the ACU Trooper, who doesn't really work with Owen in the movie. It would have also been cool if they made this guy one of the minifigures from the Jurassic World video game with that nice hat printing with the hat with the Jurassic World logo, but they just chose the same one from the Dilophosaurus Ambush, which is a $30 set. So very lame and very really not exciting minifigure inclusion with this ACU Trooper into the Jurassic World team pack. Then we move on to Legends of Chima, and they all have their own fun pack. We got Laval. And this version of Laval is exclusive for his torso and legs, or I know for sure his torso, I'm pretty sure his legs as well. And all the Chima minifigures have an exclusive torso and probably legs. So you can see his torso right there, which looks pretty cool. Very nice gold printing to it. And his accessory is just a little flame sword, which is the same one that Cragger has. And speaking of Cragger, we'll move on to Cragger next. And you can see also that this is the Fire vs. Ice Laval, who's a little bit more uncommon than his regular version. And so Cragger right here is our next minifigure. Again, exclusive torso, like the other Chima minifigures, and most likely exclusive legs. I can't say 100% sure. And his accessory, like I said, is that fire sword. He comes in his own fun pack. And you can see his little printing on his base right there. So that's it for Cragger. And then last we have Eris. This version also has an exclusive torso print and leg print, like I said, with the other Chima minifigures. And this version is the Fire vs. Ice one, and you can see her base right here also has some really cool printing on it. So that's it for all of these LEGO Dimensions minifigures. And I have to say, these Chima ones are probably my least favorite kind of inclusion in the game. But my least favorite character overall out of all these is the ACU Trooper, since it's just a generic background character. My favorite is probably Chell, just because that minifigure has an exclusive molding right there, and it has not appeared in any other sets before. But I also like the Wicked Witch of the West for similar reasons, even though she doesn't have an exclusive molding. And I'd say that Chell is more accurate to her original version in Portal 1 and 2 than the Wicked Witch is to her original version in the Wizard of Oz movie. So that's it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. You could express your thoughts and your favorites down below, or your least favorites, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.